Hong Kong now is set to relaunch their Residency by Investment program. They had this program actually for several years. It was geared towards setting up a business in Hong Kong, and then it was taken out somewhere around 2015. And now they're wanting to, they're going to relaunch it again. Now, a couple things I want to go over with you on this program, because there have been some changes too in the government, so you need to know this before you go in this. Hong Kong is a very capitalistic place, fast moving, things get done, but there are some things that you need to know. Visa-free countries is really good. It's actually better than St. Kitts. It's 171 visa-free or arrival countries and territories, where St. Kitts is 162. But one thing is Hong Kong does have a territorial tax system, but they're moving towards getting it away from that. Okay, in other words, if you've got in fact, they're getting ready to change the tax system in 2024. Now, all the facts and figures I have not seen that's come out. They do have a corporate tax rate now of 15%, which is pretty good. St. Kitts doesn't have any income tax locally and doesn't tax any income outside of the country. You do have to file an extra form to get the territorial tax system in place when you have a Hong Kong company. Not an automatic type thing. I think what they're going to do is they're going to raise the corporate tax rate when this happens. They might even do away with the territorial tax system. You know, China, technically it's two countries. They're supposed to be two separate countries, but I'm going to tell you, China is running that like it's part of China. And if you can deal with China, so be it. If you can't deal with it, that's something you might want to think about, because it's supposed to be two separate countries for 50 years from the time China basically took over back in the latter part of the 1990s, but that's not happening. I think you're going to see a lot of changes occur to the negative. That's my feeling. Also, they don't allow dual citizenship. St. Kitts does allow dual citizenship, and I'll tell you something, folks, you definitely don't want to get in a situation where you've got a Hong Kong passport or Chinese passport, because they are different. They have visa-free travel. China doesn't have anywhere near the visa-free travel that the Hong Kong passport does. But, it's a shot in the dark what's going to happen in the future on that. But you're going to be controlled by a dictator, in China. You're going to have to decide if you want to do that. But I'll tell you this. You go there and you get residency, don't give up your other passport to try to get a Hong Kong passport, because if you ever have a problem that comes up, then you're stuck. Because if you give up the other one, get the Hong Kong passport, then they will not allow you to get another one, and you could get in trouble if you do that. My suggestion is, as I've mentioned to you before, if you get in a situation where you're looking at getting a passport in a country that doesn't allow dual citizenship, skip it. It's not worth it, okay? Anyway, this program is getting ready to launch, so if you're interested in it. Also, folks, if you want to legally get around high income taxes or how to get a second passport as quick as 45 days, do three things. Hit the subscribe button at the right of your screen right here, and you get new videos automatically as they come out. And number two is, I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, put it below. Number three is go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and just ask for some help. All right, now Hong Kong is one of the world's most developed cities, and has announced it will soon be relaunching its Residency by Investment scheme to attract foreign investors, as announced by its financial secretary, Paul Chan. This was done just recently in a budget speech. The island has suspended its previous scheme, which I mentioned to you was in 2015, for which the investment threshold was 10 million Hong Kong dollars, which back then was 1.27 million US. Now, despite having attracted 216 billion Hong Kong dollars, a lot of people got in this program, and foreign investment in its 12-year run, the government ended up scrapping it, citing a hike in property prices. They said that they don't really need to attract capital investment, at that point. What they said they want now is talent rather than capital. And this is what they're looking for. With a new economic downturn caused by stringent COVID-19 restrictions, which were preceded by 2 years of mass protest and unrest, Hong Kong now is beginning its recovery and is in need to attract foreign investment. Now, averting past mistakes this time around, they specifically said that investment in properties would not be included. This money will go to other financial assets. The reason for the course being, so task force is to come up with certain requirements to require investors to set aside some of the money to invest in sectors that they want to promote. For these people to come to Hong Kong and have this privilege to be their residents, they're stating that these people are going to have to make some sort of contribution to the economy, not just money. Okay. They don't just want passive investors. They want you to go there and set up a business. Now, the investor threshold to be increased for the program. Now, this is the key though. They haven't mentioned what that amount's going to be, but it's going to be probably pretty significant. Probably similar to Singapore's program. That's what they're saying. It's going to be similar to that program. But anyway, the amount required for investment in Hong Kong will be much higher than the 14 million Hong Kong dollars or the 1.78 million that they were charging before in the U.S. They said we don't need to attract anyone, but the top 5% of wealthy people, it'd be a huge volume, explained Chan, who's one of the ones promoting this with the country. How the final figure has not been announced on what they're going to require people to invest. Now, unlike Singapore, whose program is particularly popular among wealthy Chinese, the forthcoming Hong Kong program will not be open to mainland Chinese citizens, as was the case with the previous one. If you want to know more on this, go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and just ask for some help. And I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, put it below. And again, we've got just under 900 videos. If you want more information, hit the subscribe button at the right of your screen right here, and you get new videos automatically as they come out. And I look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care.